Okay, put it out. Put it out. Extinguish. Do something.
So, how do I get married?
Sims 4 weddings. That's a group of words that really brings a lot of joy and tears to everyone who hears them. Anyone familiar to Sims 4 who hears those words, they're probably just like blessed and jumping with joy hearing them. And EA heard this and they released something for everyone who loves weddings, and that is My Wedding Stories. It is the most favorited of all the Sims 4 packs. Well, maybe not the most favorited, but that's alright. But maybe EA has decided to fix their bugs and they've improved as a company, and it is time to give My Wedding Stories another chance. So today, we're going to be trying to play through My Wedding Stories, and we're going to see, is My Wedding Stories really that bad in 2025? So let's get to it. So when it comes to cast, I'm not going to go too much about this because a lot of content creators have talked about the cast, but I feel like there could be more. All the items are good, but there's just not enough. There's only one male hair for one, and I really feel like there could be a bit more of that. They should have had multiple male hairs. All the tops were good. I like there's some cultural wear. There's only one pair of pants. Again, I still feel like there could be a bit more of the cultural wear. I feel like they could have added more cultures because if this is something all about weddings, it should be about all weddings. I'm paying $20 for this, so I do wish there was just a bit more. Um, and then we get to the women's cast. It's a little bit better. There's more hair options. I really like the makeup in this. The jewelry and the makeup are both pretty good. One of my favorite eyeshadows actually comes from this pack. So right over here, this eyeshadow, it's pretty nice. And they also have an eyeliner, which is pretty cool. But again, I feel like they could add more wedding style makeup. There's also these flower things that go on the chest and tons of dresses for weddings and guests. They had jumpsuits, all that good stuff. They also have some accessories. There is a pair of gloves, there's some nails, there's tons of rings, and two pairs of shoes that come with this. But I still feel like there could be more. And I wish there's more casual wear. My biggest disappointment is with the infants. They had nothing for the babies. They only had two things for toddlers, and then just resized things for the kids. Again, there should be more for the kids. So my verdict for the cast is that it's good, but it needs more stuff. Alrighty, so we have some friendships, and now I have our two Sims on a date over here, and we're gonna go in for the first kiss, and then afterwards we'll have a proposal. So let's see, we'll do a passionate kiss since we're in a flirty mood. Alright, and now we will have our proposal. So relationship, propose. I feel like a few months ago the propose button used to be in the romance options, but I'm also not sure. I feel like they changed it with Love Struck. But there we go. They're proposing. Which is actually pretty cool because there is quite a lot of proposal areas in this map. So there's this area over here. There's the maze over here. You can propose on the beach. Multiple beach areas. You can propose in the center of town. There is another area where there's like two rings on the tile, but we can't see it from this perspective, sadly. I think overall that was a pretty nice addition to add because this is like a wedding theme pack, and part of weddings is proposal and stuff. But now that we did a proposal, we can now go home and we can arrange the wedding, and not only the wedding, but the other parties too. Alright, so we are back at the house, and now we can go ahead and plan some events. So now when you press plan wedding event, there's so many different types of events now. So we have the bachelorette party, um we have a reception, there's then the rehearsal dinner, the engagement dinner, a family gathering, and then the official wedding ceremony. So I think we could first start off with the engagement dinner. We could invite all our friends to it and stuff. So let's see. We have our two hosts over here, and then we can invite plenty of guests. We'll invite all these people. Actually, let's make sure we get Summer over here because she's one of the besties. We'll get rid of Jeffrey. And we'll let Mortimer be here. So I can't really do a family thing because they don't exactly have a family with us, but let's see. We could do it at this person's house. Why not? And we'll just
Huh?
I don't know if we can start the event this late, but let's give it a try. So, they actually don't give you any goals for the engagement dinners and stuff. So, it's literally just a gathering that you can do for roleplay purposes. Which I'm not sure how much I like that really. I wish they kind of gave like goals and stuff, but you know, while we're doing this, we can ask people. We can ask to be flower pal, officiant, ring bearer, and sim of honor. So I know you can ask for bridesmaids, but I'm not really sure where it is. So you can announce our engagement, and I'm sure she'll do like a very happy reaction. And she can't wait to tell everyone about her engagement. We'll ask her to be our flower pal. Oh, she ran off. Okay. So activities, ask to be flower pal. We can ask Katrina to, you know what, she could be our officiant at the wedding. Why not? So yeah, the main purpose of these parties, I don't think you're meant to have every single one of them. It's basically up to personal gameplay. Like if you don't want to have like a bachelorette party or anything, then you can just have a bunch of these. You could just have like dinner parties instead. Let's go ahead and ask Summer. I think we should start planning the wedding ceremony. So let's get to doing that. So let's look at the wedding ceremony and all of our options. So we have a sim of honor. There's our officiant. We have a flower pal. We have a ring bearer. And now everyone else we can invite are all guests. There we go. We have 9 guests and then a few of these guys. Next we can select some activities, which we can change cake, first dance, walk the aisle, join bubble items like a cultural thing, a pizza course, some drinks, dancing, I'm not gonna do speeches because I'm trying my best to make sure this wedding is at least sort of working. And I know the speeches are gonna be very buggy, but let's have some tea also in there. Alright, so we have quite a lot of things, but you know, I feel like most of this is already like base game things. Like I think in base game we can exchange vows, cut cake. First dance, I don't know how that's gonna happen, but let's see. I already have their outfits pre-made. Oh no, I forgot to get the wedding cake. Okay, I can schedule it later, but let's try the guest attire. You could do boho or polished. Let's do boho. Keep it a bit more casual. And in colors, you can select what color you want all the guests to wear. I want to know how well that's actually going to work. So I'm going to have all the guests wear... Let's have them all wear blue. Because I feel like there should be a lot of blue items, so I can't imagine it being an issue. And then they do have a wedding venue in game, which I think is pretty good. So, and then let's have it start at 4 p.m. so we have plenty of time to get our cake and everything. And now that we did that, we need to like start looking for all the stuff we want for our wedding, like the cake and everything. So Jason Jelly over here, he's cooking. So let's have our bride over here. There we go. He attained a cooking skill. I'm kind of curious. Is he could have set things on fire? He's doing a good job, actually. Nothing's going on fire. So, let's have us go get the... Oh, come on. He's doing a good job, actually. Nothing's going on fire. Okay, put it out. Extinguish. Do something. Okay, well that sums up how every Sims 4 wedding I've done feels like. Alright, so everything is open now. So when we go look at the flower vendor, we have the option to sell flowers. So if you want to grow flowers and sell them, you can do that. You can buy flowers or a wedding bouquet. So we have quite a few options. We have a black rose bouquet, maybe one more coffee wedding, blue rose, this blush rose. Do you have anything green? Because that's kind of like the theme I was going for a bit. Let's see. I'll get these pale blue roses. Why not? Actually, I'll a little bit more color. There we go. And I'll buy 2 bouquets just in case things don't end up right. Alright, alright. And let's see. The cake still isn't open yet, and it is 9 a.m. But, oh, it looks like we spot one of our friends. So we could go talk. Maybe we could talk about the wedding or something. Alright, let's see how haggling will work. I think to haggle successfully, you do need a high charisma skill. And we don't really have a high charisma skill right now. Because these are brand new Sims I made today. Just to show like how everything will work and stuff. So there we go. Really need a pee. I know I get you, girl. So let's see. Was haggling successful? Okay, 25% off we got. That's nice. Let's buy discounted items because I'm pretty sure order food is how we got those slices of cake. But, you know, we can buy our big cakes now. And I think, oh, look at that nice deal we got. You can we'll buy 2 cakes again also. Like, this one's pretty cheap. And then, let's see. Oh, all the cakes look so nice. I don't know which one I want to get. I think this floral wedding cake would be pretty nice. Okay, so we are back at home, and I don't believe there's much else that we could do really until the wedding. Okay, so I did find out how you're supposed to select the cake for the wedding. So you have to place the cake in the world first, and then you have to have the host sim. So it can't just be either people in the couple. It has to be the host sim you made the wedding with, and they can select the cake for the wedding. But let's go back into waiting until the wedding happens. Alright, so we're here at the venue. I'm not really sure where all the guests are. We need to invite these people. Oh, we invited Mateo, I believe, but... Okay. So, alright. I guess we're just here to prepare for the wedding, not for the actual ceremony, but we can, like, look around the venue in the meantime. Then close this out. Oh, maybe we can invite Nancy to the wedding. But we have some seating over here. There's only 8 seats, which makes me feel like although you can invite 15 people, EA really only intends you to have a few people at the wedding, which honestly to me isn't a great sign right now. Okay, let's start the wedding. Are we gonna switch to our formal wear? There we go. We're swapped to the formal wear. And there are these ceremony activities. You know what? We're just gonna do this wedding however I think wedding's supposed to work. So I'm gonna guess we'll just have everyone gather to the aisle first. Okay, let's see. Please take your seats. And we'll have it at this arch over here. Let's see. All of the guests, actually no, I think some of these people are supposed to be doing stuff, so we won't have them sit. But I know there's other people supposed to be here too, like that Hillary girl. Is that her? No, that was Mateo, but... Okay, let's see how this will work. I feel like we need more chairs. So let me see. We'll have a chair here, a chair here, and we'll just finish it off with one chair here and one chair here. Alright, let me see. So, everyone looks like they're like gathering quite normally. Was she our officiant? I don't remember. I feel like we had... No, wait, what are these 2 people doing here? They don't belong to the wedding. Whose kid is this? We didn't invite a kid to the wedding. Oh, maybe they invite family and stuff. Like, This guy's in his... What is this outfit? What's he doing there? Okay. Whatever. What's this guy doing? Alright. Alright, so everyone's like coming over. They're sitting down, but it's quite slow, I feel like. She's our officiant, that's right. I don't know. Okay, wait. Ceremony activities. Please take your seats at this arch. Okay. Okay. So let's have all these people take their seats. I'm not really sure where we are. Okay, we're like walking over to the arch. I'm kind of scared how this wedding is gonna go. Alright. Okay. So why is everyone getting up? What's going on? No. Ceremony activities. Everyone please take your seats. Okay, maybe I have to do this really fast. Okay. Is it like the flower pal goes up first? Let's see. Let's have our flower pal go up first. I don't know why Liberty's not dressed up for this, but I think I'm supposed to send her down the aisle, but that's okay. So, one sim. Let's send up Jason. Okay. There we go. He's coming up here. Now. What is going on? Okay. Okay, send down 2 sims. We'll have Paisley, and then her escort will be Dominique. Why not? Okay, no one's sitting down. Why won't everyone sit down? Guys, please take your seats. I'm begging you. We'll have Dominique stand because I don't want that to mess anything up. But everyone's crying because they're hungry and stuff right now. This is off to a really nice start. I don't have any game music on because I don't want my mic to pick it up and I get copyrighted, so I don't know where her husband is. Wait. Oh my gosh, okay, oh my gosh, wait, go here, and then go here. Nothing's working, and it's honestly starting to get a bit frustrating. I hope I don't seem too frustrated, but it's actually just a little bit aggravating. This girl's giving us a speech over here, but I don't care. Just please exchange your vows. Where are the vows? Where are the vows? Oh my gosh. I'm literally gonna start crying. Go here. Go here. I want her to stop doing her speech. Usually I would have MC Command Center to do this, but if I'm paying $20 for a pack, I shouldn't need a mod to really help me. The sim is there. Okay, can we just like... Let's have the guests blow bubbles. How will that work? Does that part work at least? It's like dizzy. Alright, at least the guests can blow bubbles and stuff. Are we married yet though? I don't think we're married. Go here together. That's not gonna send everyone, that's just gonna send me and our spouse, right? Okay, he's like keeps wandering off. I don't know why everyone keeps wandering off. I just want to exchange vows, please. Here, gather for first dance. We're not even married yet, because the marriage is not gonna happen. Yeah, you know what's funny in all this? One of the activities isn't even to marry. Did I miss that? Was I supposed to put that we need to marry for an activity? But alright, does the dance work at least? I would actually be quite happy if the dance works, because that would be really cute. Okay, let's see. Okay, that works. But you know, I'd really like if she wasn't doing push-ups during the first dance. Alright, that's cool. But I do want my Sims at their wedding to get married. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's the button. Exchange vows of officiant and kiss. There we go. Where's our officiant? Maybe that was the mistake. Okay, there we go. We have our officiant. There we go. She's crying for some reason like somebody's dead. I'm just gonna speed this process up because it's gonna take forever. I just want them to get married. Please just marry. Where's the marry button? Alright, we're still exchanging vows over here. And I still just want them to get married, and I don't think they got married yet. Okay. So how do I get married? I'm just so freaking lost right now. Because if the whole point of this is to get married, but there's no button for the marriage, so I don't know what they want me to do exactly. Because there's quite literally no button for getting married. That's the point of a wedding, to get married. Here, how about we gather for toast. I'm honestly just gonna give up this with trying to even get them married because it's just not gonna work out, I see. But I'm glad they could all autonomously gather for a toast while this girl keeps doing push-ups over here. Let's have some mac and cheese at this wedding because that's the energy this is giving me. This wedding, so much has gone wrong that we're gonna serve mac and cheese. So, nothing against mac and cheese. It's just like mac and cheese is the only thing that can save this wedding. Oh, I could serve more. Let's get some roast chicken. Let's get... The only thing that's gonna save this is food. Because I'm hungry. And this frustration is making me hungry. Okay. Ceremony activities. Can I tell everyone to eat? Time to eat. There we go. It's 1 in the morning. We still aren't married yet. We're never gonna get married. So... I don't know. Alright, there's our feast at least. So, you know, I feel like we've seen everything we need to see. Nothing's working really. We didn't even get entertainers or anything for this wedding. Everyone's leaving. And as they should leave because this is the saddest wedding I've ever seen. Now, if you couldn't tell from the whole video, I feel very disappointed by this pack. Because for $20, it is the bare minimum to expect for all the core gameplay features to work. The world is beautiful, the build buy is beautiful, the clothing is beautiful, and I love all that. But for $20, I should expect something to work. So it doesn't matter how beautiful everything else is. The core in a gameplay pack, the gameplay features should work. And that just was really disappointing to me. The fact that this just feels almost like it almost feels like a scam to me because you're buying a pack, you want it to work, but for 3 years this pack has not worked. This pack was released in 2022 and EA has not fixed any of the bugs, although they keep claiming to be fixing them, and that just makes me quite upset. And I shouldn't have to expect using mods, which thanks so much to the modding community that even makes this pack playable. But I did this video of no mods or anything. I didn't have any other packs. This was clean, base game, and my wedding stories. That was it. And it didn't even work like that. So, overall, I just cannot recommend getting this pack in 2025 because nothing is working. If you're just a builder and you just want to build, then maybe I can justify just getting it for the world and the items. But then again, I'd rather support CC creators and stuff than give EA more money for trash packs. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please follow my Tumblr. I post so much more on there. And please like and subscribe to the channel. Maybe someday I'll get a better microphone instead of having to use my phone. But comment down below what else you guys like to see. Goodbye.